Cooking Appa.
Hi, this is Cooking Appa. There are some friends coming over to Appa's house today. Appa is going to cook a gulu yok for the kids, yeah? Special request by my own daughter. So first of all, I have approximately about 300-400 grams of pork here. The pork I'm using now, the thing about gulu yok is that if you don't prep it properly, the meat can become quite tough, especially after you deep fry. So what I normally do is I like to ask the seller which part of the meat of the pork is actually very tender. So I get that part where after frying also it won't be too tough. Okay, so of course I cut it into small cubes like this. Later we're going to marinate and deep fry. Then together with the meat, I'm going to put in some capsicum, yellow capsicum, red capsicum, some tomato, and some cucumber. One of the kids coming over love cucumber, and then I have a good amount of tomato sauce here. And then I have some. I'm going to use some salt, some sugar, white vinegar, Shaoxing wine, oyster sauce. To me, optional. Light soy sauce, and my cooking appa chicken salt powder, and we are going to need some potato starch. First of all, we are going to prep the pork. Let me see. I'm going to give it some light soy sauce. Set it aside. Some Shaoxing wine. Some my cooking appa chicken stock powder for those who have it. You can get it from Shopee Malaysia or Shopee Singapore or any Envy restaurant throughout the whole Malaysia. I'm going to give it some fine salt. So we're going to give it some base flavor here, okay? My chicken soup is ready. I can hear the tee sound. Right, now that we have some base flavor, I'm going to put in an egg. So this egg actually got two purposes. Number one, it is going to help to mix everything better together. Number two, it's going to add some moisture into the meat. Then your meat is going to stay more tender. And the egg yolk is going to give it some golden color to your pork also. Now I'm going to put in some potato starch. You can use cornstarch if you don't have potato starch. I just find potato starch give better crispiness. I'm putting 2 tablespoons first. Let's see how it goes. Definitely, I need more. It is supposed to have some crust, yeah? So we want to create a crust right now. Right, this kind of consistency. Now, if you're not sure whether your pork is tender enough or not, what you need to do is actually one more step before this marination, which is get a small kitchen hammer to actually hammer your meat until it becomes more tenderized a bit more, yeah? First of all, we need to heat up some oil. I'm using vegetable oil here, actually palm cooking oil. Because usually palm cooking oil is more stable. Maybe a bit more. Let's bring it to about 130 to 140, 130 to 150 degrees, not too hot. I would say this is considered medium high. Not too hot. Restaurant will go very hot, but at home, don't go very hot unless you are very confident. Right, once it reaches the temperature you wanted, you can actually put in the meat one by one. Tuning down the heat a little bit. I can already feel it's getting crispy. So it shouldn't take very long. I think each fry is probably 4 or 5 minutes should be okay because it's not a very big piece. And you can do double fry if you want. Today I probably will not do double fry. This is approximately 5 minutes using medium low heat, yeah. I'm already getting the color, the golden color that I'm looking for. Then I actually prepare some oil absorbing paper at the side, actually it's kitchen towel. And then I'm going to take out the pork. So here's my first batch. Here's our pork, fried pork. Crispy, very crispy, I can feel it, yeah? Resting on a kitchen towel. Let's make the sweet and sour sauce. Give it some oil. First, we want to saute the tomato paste or the tomato sauce. This will help to bring out the color, yeah? If you think it's not enough, you can add more tomato sauce. Use medium low heat to slowly saute the tomato sauce. Immediately you will see the oil started turning orangey. I'm going to add some filtered water. The kids love a lot of sweet and sour sauce. To help raising the color, give it some light soy sauce here. Put in a little bit of fine salt. Here you do need to give it some good amount of sugar. I'm putting about 2 tablespoons here. Okay, I'm not adding oyster sauce. So let's bring this to a boil. Once it is boiling, I'm going to give it a bit of white vinegar. This will add a sourish flavor towards the end, yeah. And then I'm going to off the fire and give it a little bit of starch solution just to thicken it up. And then of course all the veggie, put it in. All this veggie can be eaten raw, yeah. But if you want to fry a little bit, you can. Our sweet and sour sauce is ready. Right, my guest has not fully arrived yet, therefore I did not mix them together. But I have already fried the pork. I've already made the sweet and sour sauce. Before eating, you just need to mix these two together. Actually, I'll be saving some for my daughter to bring to school tomorrow as well. So I hope you like my very simple video today. If you like my video, do share my video on Facebook to your friends. Come to Cooking Appa Facebook page to click like and follow button. Follow up on Instagram and subscribe to Cooking Appa YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.